Hi everyone, my name is Dani. I'm a no-code consultant here at SMV Virtual Consulting, and today I'm going to show you a video on how to use Doc Designer in SmartSuite to create custom documents based on a single record. We'll walk through the steps of designing a template for certificate of completion for an HR portal that I designed for our demo. I'll guide you through designing the layout, adding fields, and even customizing the document to making it just right. Let's get into it. This is our HR portal demo. So we're gonna go over here to the training and certification table that we created. And what we wanna do is every single time one of the employees completes the training, we want to be able to automatically send out a certificate of completion to them. You're gonna go up here where it lists all of the tables and it has a little arrow right here. Click that down arrow and you're gonna click on the document designer. This is where we're gonna go ahead and build out that certificate of completion. Move over here, select create new. Now that we're in our blank document designer, let's start designing. So first, let's go over all the different items that you have to choose from. So we have all the fields listed right here. We also have elements. Elements, you can create lines, rectangles, circles, you can add text, you can create links, etc. And then over here we have settings. So we can set our paper size. For instance, we're gonna keep it at letter, 8.5 inch by 11 inches. And right now it automatically sets to portrait. We wanna go ahead and do this in landscape since it is a certificate and that's historically how they are formatted. Okay, now let's get to building. So first we want to go ahead and add the certificate of completion title at the top of the certificate. So we're going to go here to the text element and we're going to click that and we're going to center it in the middle of our document that we're creating. And then you scroll over here to the settings panel and we're going to increase the font size to about 58 to make it large enough. And then we're gonna center it again. And then you can actually center it within this text box right over here to the alignment area. So you can do left align, right align, but I want it to be centered right here. So we wanna change this to certificate of completion. So we're gonna go down here to the content area, and this is where you edit the text. You cannot click within this box, you have to edit the text right here. So we're gonna type in certificate of completion. Great. And then I want this to be on one row, so we're gonna widen this out a bit, like so. Okay, and then I wanna change the font. So go over here to font, and we want this to be a little bit more cursive looking, so it looks a little bit more like a certificate. So we're gonna pick the brush script. Great. And so we want to go ahead and add another text box because we want it to say this certificate award. So we're going to go back down here to text and we're going to center it underneath our title, and we're going to keep it at Arial, and we're going to increase the font size to 24. And then we're going to do this certificate awards. Great. Again, spread this text box out so it can be on one line, and then we're going to center align it. Now we're going to go back and we're going to go to our fields. The fields area is where you can pull all of the fields that are already in your SmartSuite data, and you can pull it over to here. So we want to go ahead and pick the field where it will list the employee's name. So we want to go over here to employee information, and notice how it says full name and description. So you can actually change these columns to different things. So we want to go down here to table columns. I want to eliminate description and I want to add a column. So I want to go ahead and I want to list her job title. Let's see here. There we go. Job title, and then let's also add in her department. Great, right here. So this, go ahead and center it. So this is how you add text. and also how you add in a field. And if the field is listed on your data, on your SmartSuite data sheet, then it's going to be listed here. Now, a little bit of movie magic. I'm gonna go ahead and complete this certificate, and then we'll go into designing it and making it pretty. So we are going to now go over here to elements. We're gonna do a rectangle. So what I wanna do is I wanna create a border around this certificate. So we're gonna just do our best to align it the best that we can. And we're just gonna click and drag. So don't worry, it's covering up everything that we just did, but don't worry, because over here, you go back over here to the settings panel and you have order. So you can add in the layers right here. So we're gonna send this all the way to the back so that it frames out the certificate. And I think it looks balanced, but I don't actually, we're gonna probably have to shift this over to the right a bit. And you just kind of have to like play with it. I'm obviously doing a tutorial, so I'm not able to use my full screen. So that looks pretty good to me. So now what we're gonna do is we want to add in a border color, and you can also do filled as well. So let's go ahead and make it black like it was, and we're gonna increase the border width right here, and I'm gonna increase it just to 2 so that it's just a nice fine line. And then we're gonna do filled. So I'm gonna do a fill color. I always think of certificates and they're either like gold or something light. So let's go ahead and do a light orange to see how that looks. And honestly, I think that looks pretty good. But right now it's looking a little too plain for me. So let's go ahead and add borders to these text boxes that we went ahead and inserted. So let's do a border color, and I'll actually make this be, let's do white. And then we'll increase it up to 3 to see how that looks. So, I mean, I think that looks okay. Now let's go ahead and move over to the next step. Now that that's done, now let's test it out and see what it looks like when you go ahead and create that document. So what we're gonna do is we're obviously in our training and certification table. We're gonna go over here to Crystal Clearwater. We're gonna click on her and then see this open record button right here. We're gonna click this open record. This is where you're gonna go. So you're gonna open up the record. You're gonna go over here to the action menu, the 3 little dots in the upper right-hand corner. Click on that. Then you're going to come all the way down to export, and then Adobe PDF, and then look, the certificate of completion. That's what we just got done creating. So you'll click on this and wait for it to download. And then we're gonna exit out of this and then go up here to your download icon in your toolbar in your web browser. And then we're gonna click that. And then look, certificate of completion. And then you can just go ahead and print from here. Next, let's move on to creating an automation so that we can make this certificate populate automatically. So let's go over here to automations, which are located right here. We're gonna create my first automation. So we want to create an automation around when you mark the status complete. So when that person completes their training, we want it to trigger a certificate to be made. So we're in training and certification where status equals complete, and then do this. We want to add an action and we want to generate a PDF. And so we're going to select the certificate of completion right here, and then you can change this. We're going to just go ahead and do certificate completion. Perfect. Certificate of completion. And then we want to add an action. So we want to update the record in training and certification. and we want to add a field. So we want to update the certificate of completion. And then from here, we want to replace the value. We want to use data from action, generate PDF, and then we want to do exported PDF. So what this is going to do is in that certificate of completion field, it's going to automatically populate that already filled out with all the information certificate so that you have it easily accessible in that field column. And then go over here and add automation. Yes, switch on. Great. And then we're going to exit out of here. And then we're going to move over here to do complete. Since we changed the status to complete, over here in the certificate of completion, we have a PDF file. Let's go ahead and open it up. And here's your certificate of completion right here. And you can print directly from here, or you can save it and share it. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. And thank you for watching. I hope you found this video very helpful. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Remember, at SMV Virtual Consulting, we help you navigate no-code solutions out in the real world. For more information, we have links to our website and a link to our discovery call in our information below. And stay tuned for more exciting updates and tips. And in the meantime, happy creating.